So we got a little bit of a bike fix coming up here, and if you just take a look at her sideways, you can see a little bit of a wobble there in the wheel. So we're just gonna take care of that real quick. This is a 1990 Miyata Sport Runner. The beautiful pink and bright yellow color configuration. Tires are still really good. Hold on to those. Back one, yeah, holding there good. So yeah, just picked up some new ones, new wheels on eBay. They should be here in about a week or two, so we'll get on that when we get the parts in. So gotta get this in the right gear to. Oh, you know it's not gonna spin. Holy! Before we go any further, I'm gonna give the old girl a bath. Just a skosh dirty. Take care of all that crud. Yeah, go for it. All right, looks like the kids got that taken care of, so I'll just take a break.
Yeah.
Get a cold snack in the house.
No.
Yeah, no, they're fine with me.
Okay.
Whoa!
Well, I guess that's
Spray her down, Ace. All over this thing, but overall turned out pretty good. Cleaner than she was. Definitely cleaned out the rear derailleur, but man, that stuff was just caked on. I should have done it before, but you know, it's looking better. So you know, marginal gains. The cassette, since we have the through bolts in the axle, couldn't use my cassette removal tool, so I ended up having to use the old hammer and chisel, you know, pounding on that with the whip on one side to loose up the lock ring. It's a 7-speed cassette. I don't have any of those laying around, so I'm gonna have to reuse this once the wheels come in. Now we gotta take the tires off the old bent rims. Gonna try to snip the spokes and save the hubs. These tubes are bonded to the tire. These things haven't been taken off in years, probably. Good testament to these tires. These tires are in really good shape. Good, tires good. Look at that thing. Look at that. You know, on second thought, try to do the right thing. And, yeah, these are the original foam handles. Got some new ones with some new end caps. Nice little touch. Just, you know, taking these off. Pop these on. Wheels have arrived. All right. Yeah, they look as advertised. Great replacement. how this will go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks great. Yeah, we're gonna need to put some oil in the freewheel. There is no clicking. Yeah, let's just make sure. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll take it. Price is right. Clean up that hub a bit. All right, now these wheels that came in are not in great shape, which reflects, I think, why they're so cheap, which is, you know, it's great. It's totally in budget. So I'm gonna, I got some new finish line in. I'm gonna try to just spray these down with this, see what I can get off, and then get into more aggressive tactics. Here's the original, and it's in Araya. Look at the braking surface, it's pitted. But this one is also an Araya. The rear one was a through-bolt axle. The new one I was able to get also quick release, so that's a huge improvement. Same story on the braking surface and the matching manufacturer. So I think we're keeping it close to what this bike was. It definitely an improvement. I think it looks better too without the dimpled versus the clean look. And I think with the quick release too, we're getting a huge improvement in functionality. I'm just gonna go for a lube and see, going with some Tri-Flow. I mean, definitely I'd want to pack these with some legit grease if I was doing this right, but oh, I can hear some clicking now, so that's a huge improvement. Spinning way better. I'm gonna hit this with some protectant just to make sure we don't get any more of that. Just help reduce some of that corrosion. These front bearings are really, oh, jeez, yeah. This is really helping. These are dry. So yeah, there we go. Now we're back to much better spinach. So happy with that as well. Okay, big step here is the cassette, obviously. So I want to make sure we get that on before we go any further. I got some old poly lube here. See how it looks. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not great, but just get some on the freewheel here to. So let's slide this on. This has a, there's the big one. There's one big one on there. One big tooth that lines up with, of course, the big tooth right there. So make sure you find that before you start jamming stuff on here. There we go. Of course, this is all Shimano, super interchangeable. I've only ever worked on Shimano, so. And then here's where, see, since we have a quick release, that this tool does work on this, so don't have to use the old chisel and hammer technique. Not crazy tight. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. That is tighter than Shakira's pants. That is nice. You put the tire logo right at the valve stem. Okay, to keep this tire from sticking in the future, I'm going to use some talcum powder on the inner tube. like to have a little bit of air in the tube to prevent it from pinching when I get it back on. Start torquing this thing down. Up from below. Should be in the hardest gear. There we go. That's the first rear quick release this thing they've ever had. Yeah. So we got the surprise bent crank. This thing was backed up into something. That's why the wheels got bent. Just in the crank too, but yeah, pop off the little dust cap, and this happens to be 14 mils, and just take off that nut and then we'll pull it. The nut off. We got a square pattern, then you got another specialized tool. I mean, pretty ridiculous, but you know what? This thing is not gonna work. Well, I'll be dipped. This bent crank. I ordered a tool on Amazon, it's like 10 bucks. I could put some grease on the threads because this is gonna be going through some torque. I thread that on. Nice grip right there too. And then this threads in. Got an 8mm hex socket. Get that in there and start cranking on it till it pops off. Okay, whew. Yeah, it's as bad as I thought it was. Cross-threaded strips. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. It is bad news. Oh boy. That's bad. So it's not the tool did not strip. Thing's clean, but oh my goodness. I had that thing all the way seated and it looks like it gave out right there. That's why it started twisting out. That side gave. But yeah, I mean, I guess I should have put some anti-seize and torched the perimeter. Would have been the right move. But yeah, I gotta get some big guns involved. All right. So we got some big guns. 7-ton puller. We're gonna see if this does anything. At least the teeth get in there, but it's not gonna. This ain't gonna do much. I'll see if I can do something here. Maybe, yeah. We'll see. Okay, last hope is a tie rod end remover. Look like it might work for my application, and oh my gosh, it is going to be for next Oh man, this is going to work beautifully. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is an awesome find. Tie rod end remover. We're drifting. We're drifting. We're floating. She wants to drift on you. All right, so I was in a rush and did not film, but what I did is I put the nut on just enough to get a cup. I had it in further than that. You could see where I was rubbing on it. And I had the tool in there, and man, I was cranking on this thing, cranking. And when it gave, it popped. I had to duck. I thought there was gonna be metal shards flying everywhere. Backed out the nut even more, and this is actually, I have not taken this off yet. This is the first time this crank has been off this bike since it was, look at that. That thing was seized. I guess not really. It broke. Oh, what a relief. All right, we got the crank in. Amazon, 15 bucks. Lube that up. Lube up in here too. And then make sure you're opposite the other one, right? Oh yeah, that's going right on. Started on it. Yes. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right. And then the last step is the dust cap. And call it good. Pedal. On the left side, it's the opposite threaded. So the way, oh look, this has got a nice little wobble on it. Might need a new pedal. Left side's always the opposite thread. Right side's the right side. The left side, it's opposite. Okay, this thing is, upon further inspection, let's get dead on here. So, something just gets, it won't even fall level, so I don't know. I gotta pull the fork though, something's not right. Okay, so test riding this thing, I realized that the fork's bent. It wants to pull right, like you've never seen. Like if I let go, I'd be in the dirt. So we got a bent fork. Just pulling the quill out, loosened that. And what I realized is I lost the wedge in there, and just the bolt too, right there. But I'll get that out. Take off the top nut, and then see if we can drop the fork. Biggest wrench I have. Back that out. There she goes, with the bearings too. Okay, we got the fork off, and it is visibly bent. Take a screwdriver, get it on the flat part, and hammer it off. Just hammer that off. Try to get it on multiple sides. So that takes the race off. So now we got that's unfortunately garbage. And I've been worried that what if the frame's bent too? You know, what was it all really in the fork, the bend? And this is a straight portion of the wood dowel. I know wood's not perfectly straight, but it's looking dang close. to the right. Hopefully it's just a fork. You know, long story short, definitely should have checked that everything, like things like the fork and the frame, are straight before you start diving into a project like this. If I had known the fork was bent, might have called it there. Although I'm still under $200. Before this, I was under $100. Looking on eBay, you know, things from the 90s, like this mountain bike style, can go, you know, 100, little low hundreds, but then shipping's like another 65 or, you know, up to 100. So it's easily a $200 bike. You know, for a consumer end, I wouldn't get 200 out of it. But yeah, to replace this bike, it costs about $200. So it's a wash, and the sentimental value of this bike, I believe, more than makes up for it. So it is what it is, but if this frame's not straight, then we got some big problems. Fork came in today. Real excited about this. Careful. What's in there? Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
It's okay. Wow. Wow.
Silver.
Yeah, it's called chrome.
I'm gonna hold it in my lap so it don't get scratched.
Yes. Let's put it on Grandma's bike and see if the frame's not bent. Sound like a good idea?
I'm gonna hold it really careful.
Oh, a little baby fork. It's a trick. You take a
I
pipe,
can do it. I can do it.
fits around, and then you just bring her home. And make sure it's seated all the way down. We're ready to throw this on.
Good job, Dad.
Okay. Just get some grease in the races. Just throw the fork on. Pack the bearings with grease and just light it up. Just get those in there. This is the fork. Tighten that just enough, or it can still spin freely. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, kind of like the chrome. Okay, we're gonna stick with that.
I got it. I got it.
Okay. Okay, we're testing it out, and it rides straight, no hands, straight. So we are back in business. That was no hands.
Around the golden sack.
Sure. It's going good. Okay, now that we know the bike is straight, the new fork, got to chop the threaded portion of the fork. To get a perfect measure, I'm going to use the existing fork, chop it right there. Making some good progress. Slow going though. Oh yeah, there we go. Time to install it on the bike. Haha. Lock washer. No problem. Good length. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. It's a tight fit. There it is. Got these springs. They were in the middle slot before, so I'm gonna go with that again and tighten these bolts down and wire it up. I think we're done. Final test ride. And all systems are go. Yeah, we're straight. Gears are smooth. Brakes are working. And we are done. We are ready for the road again. Wheels straight. Fork straight. Crank straight. Rear wheel straight. And this thing is ready to roll once again. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next bike build.